All right. Good morning. Good morning, Matthew Graham. Good morning. Good morning, guys. All right. What else we got running? CANF. We'll see if it gets there. It doesn't look like it has enough go right now. Let's see what the L2 says. L2 says both sides are kind of whimsical there. Not really doing much on that side. L2 looks very just bleh right at the moment. At the moment. Everything changes in a heartbeat. And there's stuff going in the background that you guys don't even know. There's stuff in the background. All right. How about that ILLR, man? I've been calling that damn thing all day yesterday. I mean, literally, like to the T. And then, oh, there was one. Where'd it go? You little son of a gun. Look at WHLR. WHLR. Boom, boom, boom. Bumping around. Volume still super low on it. 58,000. Float 450,000. Wheeler WHLR. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's see it hit that gap. That would be great. There was a gap at 3314. Currently, we're waiting for 254 to hit. These are previous targets. They do hit. Okay, previous targets do hit. All right, so let's see. Looks like it took a little run and then took a little dip and a little dip and a little slip. Let's go dancing. Come on, guys. Let's get some energy in here. It's hard, man. It's hard. The shit I'm going through right now is so much stuff. But getting through it a little bit, drained. I get like no sleep. I think my phone ended up halfway across the room today. Luckily, luckily my dog wasn't in the way, because she would have gotten nailed with it. I woke up angry. All right. 450. There's your gap. There's another one right there. I mean, that's far away. Can it get there with the float like that? It can definitely get there. Yeah. Okay, 267 is where we're going to be looking for. 267. That's going to be the first target there. Okay. 267 is going to be the first target. We don't want it to break 217. Breaks 217. Probably going to come right back down to this little gap down here. All right. Let's see what else. Yeah, this INLF bouncing off that volume weighted average price. Its next stop could probably be 0.0721. After that, probably the 793. And then after that, probably somewhere around that 957. Hit the like, the follow, and the share, guys. I came on late. Like I said, I'm running on fumes, but I'm trying. I'm trying here. It is so low. So you guys aren't a part of Jrockstocks yet. You guys are missing out. Oh. The watch lists have been good. The alerts have been good. Here's what the alerts looked like yesterday, right about here. As you can see, ILLR extended targets. You know, you got targets hitting left and right on the alerts. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And then at 5 o'clock, that's where I'm probably going to be heading over to the Discord to do the same thing there. Okay. All right, so we got WHLR breaking down. Okay, it did break down through that 217 that we were hoping it would hold on to. It is breaking through the next little target there, $2 right now as we speak. $2 is a very solid area of support, and looks like it just kind of flopping around there. A lot of the stocks, as you've noticed from previous weeks, 2 weeks ago, they run and they dump really hard real quick. The way you can tell a stock isn't doing that is if that volume is pumping, and I mean pumping. I would keep an eye on this one. I would keep an eye on WHLR at market open. Just see what happened. Why did it all of a sudden do that little run? And look, there was actually, and I missed it, there's actually a little gap on 1 minute right here at 246. Literally where it bounced its little head off of, created yesterday. There you go. Go to jrockstocks.com. You go here, you click on track record if you're curious on how we do. There it is. Accuracy 63%, 19 out of 30 hit. I had one day where I put out a lot of targets there, and it kind of skewed a little bit because it was catching. Accuracy on here on Weeble, right here, 77.68%, up from 77.57. Take profit 1 accuracy on the watch list for the past 7 days last week. So this isn't this week, this is when it was updated right here, June 18th. So tomorrow I will update this and you'll see all the receipts from this week. All right, here's how far these ran from entry. These little things right here. Okay. All right, if you want to know a little bit about me, there's that. If you'd like to join jrockstocks.com, here's your pricing. Okay, this is the most popular one. You get Discord access and you get the watch list. This one here gives you full access for a whole year. You save $479. You get 40% off. So there you go. All right, you've got things like Learning Center here. You got some rules you need to follow. Go step by step, you'll get there. Don't worry, helpful links. There you go. There's links on here. If you need a good broker, I use Webull just because it's easy and I'm used to it now. It actually has a lot of good features. This is beginner friendly, and yeah, know the float's good. All this stuff's good. Okay. This is something that I've been working on for a while for you guys. Trap detector. It pulls a lot of good information on stocks. Like, let's say you wanted to look at CANF. Let's say. So here's CNAF, CANF. Oof, CANF. All right. So it gets an 84 out of 100. It's a high trap risk. The lower the number here, the better the stock. This turns green if it looks good. All right. So trap detector. Why? Well, top reasons. There's a recent 424B3 prospectus filing April 3rd. Convertible security language, pricing under $5. We already know that. Warrant exercise language, resell selling stockholder language. Okay. Score cap, nuclear gate failed. Score cap below nuclear gate. That's good. You see all these things right here. When a lot of them trigger, when it says yes, 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 that usually says that, hey, this thing's probably a huge trap waiting to happen. Watch yourselves, okay? And you go down here. Here's red flags, active trap, recent 424B3 filed April 3rd. There you go. Offering related filing detected, serious risk, nuclear. There's that. Then you scroll down. You can click on different filings here. There's your 6Ks right there. You can click on that. All right, there's that 424B3 that was filed. There you go. You've got some recent headlines, June 26th. So today, can fight secures a Japanese patent allowance for blah, blah, blah. There you go. Okay. So there's that. All right. So that's kind of what we've been working on. Day trade analyzer, another good one. You put the ticker, you put the price, and it gives you a lot of information. Gives you a take profit and all that fun stuff. Jrockstocks.com. If you don't know anything about it, read the reviews. And yeah, fun stuff. All right. So we are watching WHLR, currently waiting for it to get back over volume weighted average price and back to hitting $2.67. Oh boy. All right. So that was a lot. Let's go. Check out PBK, pushing 95 cents, so pushing $1. PBK. There you go. How's PBK looking? Thank you, Cree, for sharing the live. I appreciate you. So solid area resistance right here. Hey, look at WHLR trying really hard here. Big body candle right there. 223. Let's see if we can get that 245 and then 267. After 267, you got these two gaps up here. I reckon they're gonna hit that. I reckon they are. Happy Friday, hell yes. What up, Cree? I gotta change this shit though. This is driving me nuts. Come on, Wheeler. Wheeler's been nuts. Wheeler's literally fired off some really good shit. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to get used to this new layout for TikTok Studio here. It's tripping me up a little bit. There's a lot of it's different. It really is. It's very different. A lot more buttons to push. We'll play something country. Hey. So is this setting up for a cup and handle? You got your cup. Where's the handle, right? Could it be working on it right now? We don't like candlesticks like this one. This one right here usually triggers a reversal. If you look at your MACD on Wheeler, it's kind of flopping around. And then look at your level 2, level 2s. It's stacking on the ask. So people are selling, algorithms fucking with you. That kind of stuff. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. This ball. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, Wheeler's just kind of gonna mess around with us here, but we do have PBK pushing that dollar again. It breaks a dollar, you'll probably see about 112, 118 somewhere in here. There's the ball. It hits that. We're probably gonna see about 227. Not much. This one's not a huge mover. And then probably right about here, 149, something like that. Oh boy. All right. Hit the like, the follow, and the share. Do your part, and I'll do mine. IVF 194. There she is. Yeah. If you guys are getting the watch list, how many of you guys caught ILR? ILLR. Man, I knew that one was going to get there. I did. I did. I did. I did. Oh, how pretty is she? Ah, 720. That's great. On my watch list, she is the only one that got a plus. She is the only one that got a plus. And if you hadn't followed it from $1.08, like some of the members in the Discord, um, then yeah, you missed a good one there. Uh, nice. Entry on the watch list was 405, 425, and the extended target $6.25 plus. And right here we got 720. So that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Now she's dumping. Now she's dumping. She already had her fun. She's coming off of a reverse split. PBK breaks that dollar, it would be great, but it's really having a lot of trouble there. IVF at 190 did really good as well. It hit pretty much all the targets this morning. So we got one. That was on the watch list as well. It hit the extended targets as well. Yeah, stocks like that are really fun, aren't they? Yep. Let's find another one today. That'd be great, right? Mm-hmm. Hard hat. I could ride rope, hammer and paint, do things with my hands. Almost man can't. I have to take one like that today. All right. I'll do my best to find you one like that today. Or you could just do it yourself and find it because you're really good at it. Yeah, I haven't been trading at all this week. been at all. I mean, I did cut my DDC, which I believe we talked about on the Discord yesterday. The days kind of blend together, so yeah, everything's dumping right at the moment. SDOT hit almost $11 today and dropped down. It's at 9.30 right now. PBK hit 99.99 and then back down to 95. Okie dokie. This is it right here. This is all we got going right at the moment. A little bit of a cup and handle there. If it drops down, it needs to hold volume weighted average price. If it doesn't hold that, it's just coming down. Then the next stop is going to be 82 cents. And next stop after that is going to be 69. 69, a good number, but not when you're looking at it on the way down. Wait a second. You see what I did there? That was interesting. Oh, man. 69 on the way down. I guess 69 on the way down always looks good. Wow, this just got weird. All over again. All over again, man. Things won't get weird, right, Craig? Things won't get weird. Hey, look at that. We got another one blocked. Christmas Carol. All right, anybody that's in here, if you have one thing that you could bitch and complain about your trading, put it in the chat. Let's see. Let's see if I can help you out or not. Let's see. Throw in there what you're having problems with trading. What your most recent most recent stock tantrum was. Over trading, Captain. That is 100%. And you know this PDT rule going away, over 2 grand on Webull, and I forgot what it is on Robinhood. But with that, there's going to be a lot of overtrading. A lot of newbies are going to be sitting there dumping their money, getting caught. FOMO, got it. Atomic Wax, yeah. FOMO's rough. FOMO, I get FOMO all the time. The way I guess I've figured out how to get around FOMO is take a week off. I can't tell you, like, I have not traded this week. I took trading off since, I want to say since Thursday. I think Thursday I stopped trading. I said, screw it, I'm done. I'm gonna take a break because I started feeling that anxiety. Like I see green, I want to get in. I see red, I want to get in. It's like, okay, so make up your mind. What are you playing? Are you playing the dip or are you playing the rip? What are you doing? Well, right now, the way that I'm just watching stocks, like that doesn't mean, don't watch stocks. Sure, watch stocks. You can even pay paper trade just to get some of that, that off there. Watch PBK to break that dollar. It has been trying. It has been trying hard. There we go. There's a dollar two. Let's see, $1.14. So yeah, so the way that I figured out to get around it is don't trade for about a week. If anything, if you can't seem to do that, then you know, then I don't know what to tell you. But that's how FOMO went away for me right now. Right now, I'm still not trading today, but I'm that little anxiety of, man, I want to trade one away. And that's how you want to trade. You want to trade with that feeling gone because you're going to screw yourself so many times. So many times. If you sit there and you go, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and just jump into this one. Or I'm going to, oh, look at that pretty green candle. Oh my God, I want to get in that. Right? Yeah. It's like you're acting like a teenager again and you see a pretty blonde with blue eyes. You know, you just say, man, I want to get into that. Right? Horrible. Horrible joke. Whatever. Horrible joke. Oh, God. All right, here's ZDAI making a move. Oh, gosh. I remember those football games. Yes. All right. ZDAI is actually doing some good moving here. The float's only 7.77 million. FRMI landed a tenant. Oh yeah? Yikes. Yikes, you're bag holding. That sucks. All right, so the gap here, if you want to jump into that gap, the gap is 559 here on ZDAI. There's a gap there. Currently it's at 332, 323, sorry. Looks like it's got a lot of resistance right about $4, which is standard operating procedure. So we'll say it's going to get to 397. So your target 397 first. After that, you're going to be at 420. So 397, 420 is going to be the next target there. Where are you at? 420. 427 is fine. 420, around 425, 427. That's your second target on this one. Next target after that, where's she at? Yep, there it is. 478, 480, somewhere in there. There's your next target. And then you got the gap. So this one is one of those that I think people would say, hey, yeah, I have FOMO because this thing's starting to rip. Look at there. We got first target, we got second target, just like that. Real quick. Just like that, real quick. We almost got the third target, and then that gap is really there. That gap is going to get filled, it looks like. With the momentum it's got going right now. Okay, don't FOMO. Do not FOMO. Usually you want to wait for a pullback. You don't want to just jump in on these green body candles. These are beautiful. These, we love these. These two candles here. But then you start noticing the wicks change, right? Look at that big top wick, big top wick. So that usually says, hey, we're going to go ahead and simmer down a little bit. We're going to go down just a hair. And it's doing it right now. It's doing it just right now. Yep. You know what? Today I'm lazy. I don't feel like doing the whole Discord live thing today. Today I'll stay on here because I came on here late. Today I'll stay on here for the whole thing, all the way until market open. I'm feeling lazy, guys. I'm literally running on fumes. So let's see if this thing wants to go. How you guys? You guys feeling okay about that? The ones that are here on the Discord as well. Well, let's run it. Let's go, Cree. This is a good song right here. I've been out on the road. My little old guy likes this song. And it's been a while. I think he's got the hots for. Well, I saw him walk in with a cowboy hat. OBAI's been interesting. I could use some of that. This thing's been very interesting. OBAI. So it's been bumping around. Okay, it did. It bumped around. It ran really hard last week. As you can see, ran at 152. Currently bumping its head on this little resistance right down here. I don't really see. Oh, yeah, there's one right here, too. Look at that. If I were to draw a line right there, I bet you it connects with that other line. Oh, almost connected there. Oh, but look at that. It connected here. So there's your resistance at the moment. 68 cents. Once it breaks 68 cents, well, let's see. Where can we look at next? We'll probably look at 80. Right around there. 82, something like that. So there's your target. All right, breaks this target here. There's your next target. I'd say it's going to be about 97, 92, 97. Right about, we'll go 95. We'll cut it in half. So there's your next target. And what's the possibility of it actually running back to 152? Well, I don't think it's there, but we'll say 122. Sounds like a good third target there. All right, there's your 3 targets on this little puppy here, OBAI. All right, just watch that momentum. Watch the volume come in. This right here, this is your line in the sand. You do not touch. I wouldn't touch if it doesn't break this again. 68. All right now. Let's let everybody on YouTube, on TikTok know, or on my Discord know. I'm just gonna stay on. Good morning, guys. Driving across Texas today, Houston and El Paso. Have a great day. I hope you all make money today. Nice. Night Owl is going to see. There it is. That's why I said I wouldn't play it if it doesn't get back over this. Look at that. If you FOMO'd into here, there you go. There's your reversal. There's it tapping that gap. And is it going to get it even lower than its previous low? Possibly. But that's why patience is key in trading stocks, especially playing these little guys. These little guys get rough. A lot of stuff that's kind of dumped is slowly trying to come back. You've got SDOT 910 trying to come back a little bit here. SDOT, if it can break, yeah, I'd say about 914. If it could break it, you'll probably get 958 on it. Here's SDOT. So you're looking about 914. If you can break that, you probably get, like I said, 958 right about here somewhere. Guys, hit the like, the follow, the share. There's only 18 of you in here, which I mean that could be, that could be my my tiredness, which is fine. Or it could be TikTok's new algorithm, or it could be something else, or rather, whatever. Could be the music. I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't give a damn. I'm just here to have fun. Sleepy times. All right, you got QUCY jumping around. Low volume, but it's picking up. Really, really good there. 700,000 shares traded so far. QUCY. On the screen. Where's she going? All right. All right. Okay, she's got some possibilities. Possibility $2. That's your first one. $2. After $2, you got 237 after $2. You got 237 next. Come on. Right about there. After that, that half buck, right? So 250s. That's going to be another area of resistance. It breaks through that. You got 287. Any gaps on this sucker? Nope, but we played it before. We played a rising wedge pattern here. It broke out, came back down. Beautiful patterns. This thing really did hold patterns, which was nice back here. So that's cool. All right, so you got this one lined out. There are no gaps. None that I see right now. But we got TP1. Here's TP2. There's 240. I called 237. So there you go. TP2 hit. Boom, boom, boom. Hopefully you guys caught some of that. Okay, there's 240. 287 coming in hot. Volume picked up real quick. This thing was just in the 100,000s. All right, it was like 600,000. Right now, volume on it is 5.2 million. So that is 2 million shares here on this 1 minute candle. 2.8 actually. 976,000 on this green candle. So you see it going. All right, so 287 is really in sight. Technically, you'll probably be looking about 332. Breaks through $3. You got 332. There's your next target. So let's watch her. Why is she jumping around? I don't know. No idea. Let's check the website. What does the website say? Does it say that there's anything going on? Fun thing I can do is on the Discord. I have a little cheat I can use, which is great. All right, news filter says Quantum Cyber approves acquisition of equity stake in SpaceX. Whoa, what? 4 minutes ago, guys. All right, so they approve acquisition of an equity stake in SpaceX. Think about that. SpaceX, guys. If I were a person that had a portfolio, which I'm not, SpaceX would be in my portfolio. Look at it go. Look at it go. All right. So, anybody else, any other issues you're having with trading? Today we're going to make it issue day. Let's work out some of these issues you might have. I'm going to go write them in the comments. I'm going to go add a little bit more coffee to my cup. Oh. And holy shit, I've almost gone. Let's see, almost, what is it? It's going to be 3 months, end of this month. Let's see. When did I start? Yeah, beginning of April. 1st of April, I quit drinking. 1st of April, stopped drinking, and currently it is June 26th, so I've almost gone 3 months. Look at that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just keep it going because honestly, the non-alcoholic Coronas, they taste just fine to me. They taste just fine to me. Although the Dancing Panda does sound pretty good. Dancing Panda, yeah, I've been missing that a little bit. I let my brother drink the rest of my Charles Goodnight, which is good. Come on, ZDAI, what are you doing, man? Where to go? ZDAI, where you at? There you go. Come on now, push back up there. All right, 18 of you in here. Wow, this is interesting. Maybe I gotta start posting stuff again. I think that might be it. I haven't been posting any videos or anything. I've been just busy as hell. I got to make room in my uncle's garage so I could move my John boat in there so I could work on my trailer while I'm there. Be building a runaway trailer with a John boat and all this fun stuff. I gotta learn how to weld. Welding's gonna be fun. Something I've always wanted to pick up. I don't see anything moving right now. I see a lot of things dumping. TII, man, that sucks. Just keeps on falling down, hurting itself. I'm looking, there's actually nothing going on right now, guys. Nothing I'm seeing. It looks like the traps have been set. That's all I can say from how things have been running. The past 2 weeks, the traps have been set. Everything's looking a little pumpy dumpy, little Humpty Dumpty. All right, CNVS is starting to wake up a little bit. Still low volume. We'll put CNVS over here. Still low volume, but it's trying. All right, so this was the first target. It almost got it. There is a gap at 325. Fills that gap and it could run. There's your other gap right there. 363. Man, oh man. It is quiet in the chat. Nothing going on, huh? All right. Maybe there's a reason I started going over to the Discord, because maybe the chat's quiet. Everybody's asleep. You guys looking for tickers too, or what's going on there? A blue jean baby. Come on, Canvas. CNVS. I called Canvas. Moderator blocked. ONDS, tell me what you think. All right, Cree. ONDS is barcoding. Hey, look at that. CNVS almost got that gap, that first gap. 327 just hit. Boom, target one done. 365 is next. Let's see if it wants to do it. It pumped volume there. Went from 50,000 shares to 300,000 shares. Traded on that candle there. There's your 1 minute chart. All right, ONDS is barcoding right now, trading sideways. Sideways and down, actually. But let's look at because I know you usually like to play swingers. So let's take a look at a 2-hour chart here real quick. Came down pretty hard. Yeah. ONDS, you ding dong. All right, did create a gap at 895. So that's a good sign. Possibility of the getting back there is there. Recently created a gap at 771, 772. That's not a good sign. Those close gaps aren't very good. Don't like those. Let's look at a 1-hour chart real quick. Saw a strong sell-off. As you can see, when it broke 86, 886, That's kind of what triggered okay, well let's get this thing back to light. It just broke that. That's not good. Again, broke that. That's not good. Looks like it's coming back down to 728. Breaks 728. And you can have some problems there. I don't see your next whoa, CNVS. Whoa, what the frick? Sheesh. That's a lot of volume on that one. You just want to be patient. Of course. Of course. Looks like 6 to 87 if it breaks 728. Man, and these are the traps I'm talking about right here. This is a perfect example of a trap. Pumped, dumped, right? Dumped hard. Where did dump to? Let's see this. Let's see. Oh, it could be a 5 o'clock candle too, but I doubt that because those haven't really been going on. Look at that. Look at where it's playing around. Look at that. Look where it's been playing around. I mean, you just can't make this shit up. All right, so next stop, if it breaks through that, which where that there was another gap down here somewhere. There's a gap right there, 219, 222. So you could say it basically hit that gap right now. You could pretty much say that. Now it's above it a little bit. Tricky as hell. Tricky as hell. Okay, it's got another gap up here. We already knew about that gap. Another gap there. More gaps above it. This one's going to be tricky today. I'd watch it. Press release reports fourth quarter. Okay. I've learned that news really doesn't mean shit anymore. It really doesn't. You get good news, damn thing tanks. You get bad news, damn thing tanks. Mr. Lonely, thank you for the hearts me. Appreciate you. So ONDS, you got your stuff there, Creep. ZDAI almost got that TP3, almost got it, hit 470 and then took a break. A little double bottom. If it can get back over volume weighted average price, good possibility it'll get back up to 405 again. Possibly break 405, get 427. But the first thing it needs to break through is this volume weighted average price. MACD's looking like it wants to flip. Level 2 stacking on the ask. You got 2,777 at 360 on ZDAI. No problem, Cree. Thank you for hanging out with me. Not really sure what's been going on, but I mean, 16 people in the live, pretty solid there. Oh boy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. She said, hello, Joe. Meet my twin sister, Betty. And we're both fever tonight. You the only cowboy I never played. And come on, ZDAI. Let's go. Get your ass up there. I'm happy you can be here too, Cree. I'm happy you can be in here too. I think once my life gets back on track a little bit, I'll be able to come on here a little bit more. Literally, just the tank is dry. The coffee is good. Company's good. I appreciate you. Yeah, we have been crazy busy. My uncle's got me doing some shit in his house. I'm gonna have to clean his carpets here real soon. Quite a bit of stuff. He had his water break again. His main broke on his side of the water pipe there. So that's not fun. That's been going on. So I've been dealing with a lot of fucking water cleanup. That's not fun. I ain't as good as I once was. You said. It happens. And it happens. And then I'm gonna be ripping up my own floors because I guess demo floors to demo about 1,000 square feet of like the vinyl flooring, which is the aqua guard or whatever you want to call it. It's $2 a square foot. So $2,000 to rip it up. Shit, I got enough aggression. I'll rip that shit up myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, so look at that ZDAI trying to get back over that volume weighted average price, but having problems. What's up, buddy? Cool. No, I more people in here, maybe. That's all I need. There's only 20 people in here. Can you believe that shit? I'm getting old. Jay, I'm coming through your area Monday, going home to Arizona from Utah. Oh, nice, Tan Master. Awesome. You leave it on. Nah, turn it off. I'm too yellow like that. Yeah, that's better. Thanks, man. Cool, Tan Master. Love you. Have a good day, bud. Have a good day. Have a good rest. You got an hour left. Or me. That's cool. Coming through. Nice. The weather's actually not bad right now. Right now the weather's 87 degrees outside as opposed to 110. Glasses. I think that TikTok's messing with me again. I think that's the problem. That could be a problem. All right, INLF making those moves again. Back over volume weighted average price. Let's see if it can get back over 640 here. Right about here. Let's see if we can get over that. If we can get over that, then we got this one right here lining up. Let's go. I know they're not far away, but it is a penny stock. It says its floats only 206,000 shares. So this isn't like something that's just gonna rip heads off. It's just gonna mess around a little bit. ILLR trying to get over $5 again. Trying. Not succeeding yet, but it's trying. Did you go on like a vacation or something, Tan Master? Going to Arizona from Utah, huh? Yeah. Light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up. Knock 'em back, knock 'em back, knock 'em back. Yeah. Come on, ZDAI. Let's go. Come on. So in this situation, I would draw myself a little trend line there. Let's see where it goes. So just hit the peaks, right? Just hit the peaks. You can see it's already broke that peak, but it used it as support. So what does that tell you? That tells me that if it breaks through this pretty hard, even breaks through a horizontal line here, the price level of 310, it breaks 310 and this thing's coming back down. Look at this. Is it going to come back down? Is it going to do it? It's getting pinched right now by a trend line, by the trend line right here, this little white line, and the volume weighted average price. You can see how far it's going to go down by drawing yourself another trend line going the opposite direction. These are price levels. These are targets. This is your trend line. There's your volume weighted average price. It's not too crazy. Visiting the kids and grandkids in Utah. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like Utah. I really do. That air just, we usually go up to Cedar City. There we'll go to Beaver. Here's one Sky Q again. Sky Q from my home, Las Vegas's oil refinery right here. Sky Query. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Oh, my kid just messed up my my YouTube. My YouTube music. Look at that, 319. I would give you some targets, but this is yeah, you know what? It's not on the watch list, but I will give you some targets. The targets on this, the targets on this is about 372. That's your first target today on Sky Query. If it can hold above $3, it'll get to 372, in my opinion. Now remember, guys, because everything's changed, because everybody's now playing with the PDT rule, the market's changed. There is no way in hell that the market would not change with a lot more volume going in, because people are trading in and out. They're over trading. They're getting stuck in stuff. And technically, the past 2 weeks, what it's been setting up for, in my opinion, is to really bring the hurt to those new people that switched over to margin. Because what a lot of people don't understand is when you're on margin, these brokers can go ahead and trigger a sell for you by themselves. You don't have to allow it. Well, actually, when you sign up for margin, you're allowing it. You're allowing them to control your stuff. And by that, I mean that they can just sell you out if the risk is too high for them. So you got to be careful. Got to be cautious. When you're playing with fire, you will get burned. And margin's a perfect way of doing that, because the broker makes money either way, whether you make money or you don't. You sell, you buy, the broker's making money. Trading, yeah, fun times. Fun times. Lots of things they don't tell you about when you get into trading. When you do margin, lots of things they don't tell you about. So we are momentum traders here. If there's no momentum, the shit is dead. So again, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you're, for some reason, you're not making the money that you were from trading, It's because you're over trading. It's because now you have the ability to over trade. If you notice your account dropping instead of going up, it's because you're over trading, you're FOMOing, you're a couple other things people have mentioned. FOMO, over trading, not knowing when to get out, overstaying your welcome. That's a huge one. I like to call that one FOMO as well, overstaying your welcome. Because let's say you were in this one and you had, let's say, a couple thousand shares. Well, you drew your trend lines and, and your price levels, and it hit your price levels and it hit your targets. Let's say it hit TP1 and you didn't take some out. Let's say you bought 3,000 shares, okay, and you didn't take your first take profit. Okay, so on 3,000 shares, you can cut it in half. So I'd do about 1,500 shares right there. Okay, next target, I do about another 1,000 shares, and then the next target I do 500 shares. That's kind of how it works. Now, when I'm trading with you guys like this, I don't do that, so you guys don't see it. Sometimes you'll see it. Most of the time when I'm trading with you guys, I'm looking at other things. I'm jumping around from chart to chart, looking at other tickers that could possibly be moving. So I'm not paying attention. So I lose a lot of money because of that. One. Two, I have horrible discipline right now. Well, actually, right now I have pretty good discipline because I'm not trading. Got too much shit going on. This could be doing a little bit of a weird looking inverted head and shoulder pattern right here. We could be working on a little shoulder here. Yeah, we'll see. Sky Q trying again. Break $3 again. So yeah, so there's a couple factors of how this PDT rule is going to affect a lot of people, and most of it's going to be bad. A lot of people bitch and complain about, oh my God, if I could just trade like everybody else, like everybody that has money, that has over 25,000 in their account. If I just trade like that, then I'd make money. Okay, try it. Try it and tell me if you make money. Now, paper trading is definitely not the same as regular trading. There's no emotion in it. There's a day I took a $200 loss. I went into paper trading and I made, I think, $1,500 or $1,700 or something. It's fake money. There's no emotion. There isn't a hair of emotion, not even a smidge. Okay. You also, if you're like a lot of the people out there, what they'll do is they'll put 100,000 or more in their account, which you don't have, but you're gonna play with that. You're gonna play with that many points. Let's call them points. And then then you make $1,500 on one stock, and you're like, oh well, I did that. Well, yeah, well, did you play 100,000 shares or $100,000 worth of points? Well, yeah. Well, would you do that regularly? Well, no. So you're not really trading as if you were trading real money. You're just trading like Monopoly money. So there's the same point. No emotion, because you don't give a shit. You can just reset your account. With real money, that's real money coming out of your pocket. So that emotion sets in, your greed sets in, your anxiety sets in, and anxiety is a killer when it comes to stocks. You get that anxiety in you, and you might as well just blow out your account. All right, so we're watching INLF right now to try to break this little blue line here. That is your first target. It's hit it before here. Used it as resistance here, resistance there. It'll probably use it as resistance again. You got Sky Q pushing up to that 373. I do have uh, a nice warm feeling about Sky Q. I do think it'll get there. And most of these targets I'll put out, I'm keeping that in mind that, there's a lot of new traders out there. There's a lot of new traders watching me. So I'm trying not to give them false hope that trading is easy. It's easy when you know it, and by know it I mean you can chart the shit out of it. You can look at trend lines without drawing trend lines. Um, it's never going to be hard unless you have really good discipline. It's always going to be hard unless you have good discipline. That's it. If you're disciplined, if you're like the guy that wakes up, makes his bed, brushes his teeth, washes his face, combs his hair, puts on a clean shirt, and you do that every day, and you come here, you sit down, you have a method, and your method is, okay, let's check. Let's check volume. Let's check, because we're momentum traders. Let's check volume. Let's check the float. Let's check the average volume. All right, move on. Let's see. Is there any news? What recent filings do they have? What's going on? See, that used to be my method. My method was draw my trend lines, check my levels, check the average volume, check the high, check the float, check news, check SEC filings, and then go from there. With momentum trading, this changed a little bit because all you're looking for is volume, your average volume, and your float. If it's a low enough float, volume over 1 million on a stock that usually does about 200,000, hey, guess what? You've just 5x'd your average volume. That's a good sign. There's good momentum in it. Sky Query right here. Let's go, baby. Let's go Sky Q. There's 342. 343. Let's go. Let's go. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on trucking. Little weird looking cup and handle here with these two big body candles right there. This one's been moving for the past couple days. Little moves here and there, little tweaks. Sky Q, nice. What's up, Tommy Gunn? Good to see you. Come on, come on, come on. Stay up. All right, look at that. We got our target on INLF. We're almost there, actually. We didn't quite get it yet. Come on, get that target. And remember, guys, please take your profits on the way up. Okay, on the way up. That's it. Profits on the way up. There we go. We hit our target on INLF. Next target is 0.0753. 0.075. You don't have to take it all the way to the... Okay, so Sky Q coming down. Needs to hold volume weighted average price. That's the yellow line. The VWAP. VWAP, not VWAP. I don't know why people call it the VWAP. It's not the volume overage. It's volume average. It's so stupid. I don't get it. I don't know why people do that. All right. God, sorry. Allergies are starting to kick. So we got that canvas one moving again, CNBS. The hell did it go? There it is. All right, needs to bounce off a volume weighted average price. This is a very weird looking pattern here. You draw yourself your trend line, you hit here, 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 and you can see it's already breaking down below it. But here's your line in the sand, this volume weighted average price. And as you can see, if it breaks volume weighted average price coming down, it bounces right about here. How's the VWAP on ILLR? Harley. What's up, Harley? How's the VWAP on ILLR? The VWAP on ILLR. 576, not very good. lots of distance between where it is now and where it needs to be again. Now, call me nuts, but I do think that this will recover at market open. That's just my opinion. That is not guaranteed. This is not trading advice. If anything, this is educational purposes only and informational purposes. Okay, so just giving you information on reading charts, like I've read them for the past fucking shit since 2012. So it's been a while. Okay, I recently got back into drawing my trend lines. Why? Because they work. Trend lines work. I don't care who the fuck you are and how many subscribers you got, but trend lines work. Okay, so this line right here, if you draw yourself this line and it's close to accurate, do you know that many people will draw the same damn trend line? What's up, Cart? Thank you for the hearts, me. Appreciate you. There's Sky Q doing a nice little bounce off the volume weighted average price. Now, hopefully it doesn't double top us here and it keeps on moving. But again, if you were to draw yourself a trend line, now you have enough to work with on Sky Q, right? You can draw it from here. Okay, so here you hit that one there. So watch, boom, boom, boom. You got these trend lines here, that one there, boom, boom, boom. Draw another one from the next touching point right here. So this is your next little touch point right here. You draw that guy, right? You go to the next one, boom. There's your next touch point. So in my opinion, once you get to here, you draw another line if this thing connects. Depends on how steep you want to go. But let's say you connect there, you go there. You want 2 touch points every time. Okay, so it hits that, breaks volume weighted average price. You know it's going to get down to here. If it bounces off of this, great. If it breaks this, that's usually an area where you would say, fuck it, I'm out. All right, so that's how that goes. ILLR currently not looking very good. It's making lower lows. So I would say that right here, this was its area of consolidation between volume weighted average price and your price level here at 546. Funny part about that is I've told you guys time and time again. I've told you time and time again. It pushes, it drops. It pushes, it drops. When it breaks volume weighted average price, you've seen this pattern plenty of times. It pushes up, comes down, breaks volume weighted average price, breaks it to the upside again, double tops, comes back down, gets back under volume weighted average price, and then it gets stuck. And then it gets stuck. It starts trading sideways between your price level and volume weighted average price. You've probably seen that 100,000 times, and you have not noticed that that's what it does. Then again, now on the way up, if it breaks back over your little trend line here, the red line, it breaks over that, there's a good possibility it's going to get to 546. Breaks 546, good possibility it's going to get to 575. Back to volume weighted average price like it's done right over here. Okay, good chance. And if you draw yourself a line there, you'll see that that $6 is its headache. All right, once it breaks that, once it gets over $6, because volume weighted average price isn't $6, it's 575 right there. All right, so once it breaks $6, good possibility it'll get back to about 667. Mitchell, I'm all out of GDC. I got out yesterday. GDC just wasn't doing it, man. It wasn't doing a damn thing. I even posted that in the Discord. You're gonna crush GDC. I'm out, man. I'm not trading. I'm just basically pulling out of stuff that I'm in. And that one there was a little too much. Yeah, Kree and I talked about it on the Discord yesterday. Let's see. Give you an exact time. Oh, right here. 9:37 a.m. FYI, I decided to close my 300 share position. It's actually 3,000 share position. I misspoke. I missed one zero. I had a 3,000 share position in it. That was $100 at where I got in basically. And it ate up 57% of that $100. So there you go. Then I'm gonna crush it. Good. You have fun, man. You have fun. So I'll tell you the only way, and this Sky Q right now looks like a double top. This is a dangerous position it's in, and the MACD's red, and it's flipped, and it's turned. It's got 3 red bars. So I'll tell you the only way, make it for all 3 of us, buddy. Yeah, we sure hope so. The only way that trading stocks is a team sport. This is the only way I'm going to say it. The only way that trading stocks is a team sport is the team, everybody that's in your Discord, that's in your group, that's in whatever the hell you're in. All it is eyeballs on stocks. That's the only way you can think about it. Any other way, you're market manipulating. That is something that I frown upon. I really highly frown upon market manipulation. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Skag finally woke up. And here you go. This is a perfect example. You got your double top here coming down, broke volume weighted average price. You got this price level right here. Price level. Sorry, trend line. You got that trend line right here. This one I would typically call your GTFO. Get the fuck out line. Breaks that. It's coming down to this little green line. Look at that. Come on. You know you want more. Oh, look at that. Just folding it up a little bit. Let's see. Should I don't think it's going to hold. It should come down even further. So look at this. So pumped over VWAP, came back under VWAP, pumped over it, broke down through it. Now it's going to continue its way down. Maybe trade sideways between, maybe right about here, $3, 294. Yeah, maybe between 294 and 308. That's what it's going to be doing. It's, in my opinion. My opinion. That's all it is. All right, let's take a look at Skag here. Somebody said it earlier. Somebody called it earlier. Who said something about Skag? I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I like to give people, their credit when it's due. Somebody called Skag earlier. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? I seen it. It was in here somewhere. Frick. It was in here somewhere. I don't know. Whatever. Somebody said it. Somebody said skag. Maybe I said it. I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry, I'm tired. Here's on DS. FOMO. Yep. Anyways, all right. So let's see. Let's see what happens here. I did it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Letomaniaco. I don't. Did I read that right? Letomanico. Letomanico. Little Manico said Skag. Skag sure did pump to 105 after it got back over volume weighted average price. Now it's completely dumping standard operating procedure. Where's QC on screen? It was. We took it off. There's QUCY. Hit TP2. Came back down. Broke volume weighted average price. So now look. Perfect example again here. This right here. This is a pump, dump, and fade. That's what this is. Pump, dump, and fade. It broke support. Broke support. Keeps breaking supports. Looks like she's going to go all the way back down to this little spot right here. 149. Possibly fill these two gaps that it created. There you go. All right. What else we got moving here? Back to INLF. Oh, look at Sky Q just trying. It's trying to survive. Look at this. So here's that price level, 294, right? Look, bounce, bounce. Little double bottom here on a 1 minute. If you want this stuff to make a little bit more sense, I've been holding QUCY since like July last year. Wow. That is a long hold, my friend. A long hold. All right, so if you want this to make a little bit more sense and not be as stressful, start watching the 5 minute for confirmation, basically. You watch a 5 minute, it's not as stressful. All right, did it break volume weighted average price? Yes. Did it break the trend line? Yes. But if you drew yourself a trend line and you know that the price level, basically $3 on the dot, $3 on the dot, we all know is support resistance. In this situation, it'd be support. Look, it's so much less stressful watching a 5 minute chart. A lot more peaceful. Hit the like, the follow, and the share. Let's go. What is this? Oh, I see. All right, so Sky Query, SKYQ. By the end of the day, there's a possibility that this will get up to this target right here. This little guy right here. That's a good, there's a good possibility. This thing's been creeping up for the past few days. We had INLF hit that target again. We continuously keep hitting this target. So depending on how it does the rest of the day, how the volume looks, you might want to watch this bounce between the volume weighted average price and 640, 0.0640. Good for you, Lou. That's good, man. That's a solid gain there. So I've known people that have been stuck in INHD because they got in too high. It dropped, they held it, and then all of a sudden, 1 day, 2 days hit. They had good news, good information coming through, and the damn thing ran, and it ran, and it ran, and it ran. Ah, yeah. Be careful. We had a person on here that also worked at an equity fund that got fired because they said something on a live stream, and one of their coworkers who was hating decided to tell their boss that they said something on a live stream, and they got fired for it. So be careful. Just saying. CNVS again. Let's put that over here. What are we doing, CNVS? Are you going to break out? Are you going to break out? Are you going to hit that 327 again? You guys got to be aware of these things. If you're, if you're commenting and you work at a equity fund, or you work for a company that directly deals with trading, you got to be careful with what you say. There's a lot of haters out there. You might not even know it. They could be your best friend. They could be like, "Hey buddy, how's it going?" "Yeah, cool." And they might have a secret account that they've been following you on, and they're ready just to pounce. The person you least expect it rats you out and you get fired, and then they take your position because that's why they did it. They wanted it bad enough. All right, so PBK, we looked at this one earlier. PBK is still having some issues. Dollar is probably the spot where it might want to get back to. You've got your volume weighted average price at 90 cents. So is there 7 cents in it? Sure. But is that 7 cents worth it dropping back down to 69 from 83? Probably not. Damn, that's deep, right? That's what I'm saying, man. What am I doing? Waiting for a high break? No, I'm momentum. I'm looking for momentum. That's what I'm looking for. Like SHPH right now. SHPH is starting to move. What is it? SHPH, here's a little bit of momentum. So again, now I'm waiting for volume weighted average price to come into play. Once it breaks volume weighted average price, there's a possibility it'll get back to 520. So there's your first target. Once it breaks 520, you're probably going to be looking at about 547. Right about there. There's your second target. Okay, so you're watching for that momentum to keep on moving. This is a 236,000 float. Okay, average volume is 323,000. Its current volume is 3.2 million. So something's up. What's the news? Why shares are trading? That's not news. But we can click on it. Let's see, what's it say about this frickin' thing right here? I dislike this kind of news, this kind of crap on stocks. This Weeble Benzinga crap news. There you go. Gained 34.2% in pre-market trading. Okay. Why? Right here, look. Read this. Why shares are trading higher by 5%? Why? Well, you're not telling me why. Why aren't you telling me why? Right? Or is it talking about SYNA? I think it's talking about SYNA, not SHP. So why is it even in SHPH? Like, why is that out there? Who gives a fuck? In my opinion. I can't stand Benzinga news. Now, I don't know if Chuck Lorre, the producer of Big Bang Theory, wanted to make that funny because he has Sheldon when Sheldon tells a joke, he goes Bazinga. I wonder. I'm curious. I'm curious. I wonder if that's it. Ugh. So yeah, so there's that. There's volume weighted average price. Boom. There we go. Broke volume weighted average price. There's your TP1 just hit 520. Let's see, 547. That's the next target. With volume moving the way it is, we're going to say about right here. This is your next target after that one. Right about there. There's TP3. Here comes TP2. In like fire. There's lava right there. That thing just blew up. 560. So look at that. That's pretty damn good. There's 567. Come on, 592. Man, the level 2 is fire right now. The bids are stacking up like crazy. There's 578. Come on, SHPH. Little more. Gee, I wonder why SHPH is moving. What is the news, right? There's no news. What the hell? Let me look. All right, let's go. Firewater right there. Let's see, 5:57 a.m. So that just came out. Looks like a lot of mumbo jumbo there. Let's see. E.F. Hutton serves as exclusive advisor and placement agent on completed Shuttle Pharmaceuticals United Dogecoin merger. Oh, Dogecoin merger. Look at that. Would you look at that? Let's see. To create the largest public Dogecoin miner. Ah, that was 2 months ago? What? That's old news? Why did it just bring that up there? Let's click on it. Let's see. When did it actually come out? Yeah, May 7th. So May 7th that came out. How's Dogecoin doing today? That's what I'd look at. I would look at that, see what's going on there. Or you can just go to my website. You go to jrockstocks.com. You can click trap detector and you type in SHPH in here. Hit enter. And let's see what it says here. Let's see. Recent top reasons. Convertible security language, price under $5, heavy volume context, reverse split language. Oh, 611. Reverse split language. Oh, interesting. Did it reverse split on us? Did it already do it? What happened? It's an 84 out of 100. This is why it's an 84 out of 100. Here is the most recent red flags. Dilution weapon, convertible security language. That was 611 in an 8K form. You could click here and you can open that up and it'll show you why. You scroll down. There's your 8K. You can click on that, open that up. Right here, Friday, June 26th. United Dogecoin purchase, Dogecoin miners and secures renewable energy data center site. That's the news that made a move right there. Here it is again on the 25th. And right here, look, Shuttle Pharma announces a reverse stock split will become effective June 11th. So it's a post split. That's what this is. This is a post split run. Blah blah blah. Post split run. Look at that. We missed TP3 by a few pennies here. 81 to 92. So we missed it by 11 pennies. We missed TP3 by 11 pennies. But you should have already taken some profit here. And you should have already taken some profit here. Now I'm not going to push the button for you. Right? So there you go. That was easy. Remember, guys, take your profits. Right? Take your profits. It's very important. If you don't know where to go to jrockstocks.com. All right. Yeah, coffee's good. Coffee's good. Hey, how about that cup? How about that cup? What do you think? Bullish AF. You got a little cup and handle skeleton there. jrockstocks.com. You got rules on the back. You got some rules on the back. Day trading rules. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Should probably get more coffee. Here we go. Let's go, SHPH. Pushing again for that target. This is a 5-minute chart. Like I said, 5-minute chart doesn't look scary at all. Just nice and easy going. Green, 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 right? Look at that MACD stretching out. Beautiful spread. Only problem I'm seeing is the level 2. You've got the ask side stacking up. You got the bids fading. It's the only problem I see. Need those bids to start stacking. Start eating through all those asks. So $half are always a solid area of resistance. So 550 solid area of resistance. Come on. Get through it. Let's see what the 1 minute looks like real quick. Look at that. So this was almost a 3-line strike right here. Just a little higher would have been a 3-line strike, which is a bullish candlestick pattern. Hey guys, hit the like, the follow, and the share. Let's go. Let people know I'm on here. I'm gonna start making this a little bit more routine. I've been having a rough time. It's my energy level is gone. I've got to rip up my floors. We're gonna be replacing the floors, so it's gonna be a little harder. Oh God, let's go. There it is. Come on, break that. Hit that third target. Here it comes. There's 590. We need a couple more pennies there. There we go. TP3, boom, 602, SHPH. Anybody catch that? Anybody catch that run? That was beautiful. That was just beautiful. Now, this might be setting up for a little bit of a rising wedge pattern. I'm going to draw it. I'm going to see if it comes to fruition. But I'm going to go ahead and draw this little rising wedge pattern here. Let's see. Boom. There's one. Let's see. Let's see if it comes to fruition. All right. There's two right here. There's your rising wedge pattern. All right. Next target on this thing is going to be about $6.77. There's your next target. That is target number 3, number 4. That's already number 4 for you. There's your rising wedge pattern. This is a little breakout of the top wedge. Let's see if I'm correct. Let's see. Draw that better. There we go. Tommy gun. Nice. All right. If anybody caught that run, you guys caught it nice and early. Below volume weighted average price to be exact. You guys caught it right down here. This is where we started talking about it. So about 492. 492. My top target was this one right here. 492 to 590. Basically 592. So you made $1 a share if you wrote it. If you got into it, if you played with it, if yeah, blah blah blah. Anyways, hopefully you caught it. If you did, throw some fireballs in the chat. If not, oh, maybe some eggplants. I don't know. That was pretty easy. All right, there's 23 of you in here. It's 6:05. Market opens 25 minutes. I'm out of Las Vegas, Nevada, so that's why it's 6:05 and not 9:05. SHPH has an estimated borrow fee of 55.81%. Now, does that mean it's a squeezer? Probably not. Could it squeeze just a little bit? Yes, it could squeeze just a little bit. Remember, at market open, people are going to start dumping. They're going to start pushing this thing down, depending on how strong the bulls are. What I think will probably happen, if this thing can get back over $6, what it'll probably do is it'll probably come back down about like $5, like 520, something like right around here. Let's see. Yeah, right around this line right here. So there's your VWAP right now, right? If you look where that line sits, it's about 537. About 537, you've got this little notch right here. That little notch is a solid area of resistance right here. Little support right there, a little resistance there, broke through support again. Had some trouble right around this area here before. And that's pre-market, after hours, that kind of stuff. Right over here, again, we're going to have some trouble. So, support. Support. All right, let's see what else is moving. CNVS looks like it. Like I said, it's probably going to trade between the volume weighted average price and 327. If it breaks volume weighted average price, I'd say possibly 274, 277. If it breaks that, it's going to come right back down to this 221. And QUCY broke down. It's at 182 right now. Ran to 260 in pre-market. Possibility of it coming back, and once market opens, it's there. What's up, Angela? Good morning. Good morning, Debbie. All right, right here. All right, there we go. All right. Let's keep on looking. Let's keep on looking. And I'll tell you guys, I'm all about helping everybody out. That's for sure. Only thing I would say is, I don't allow people to advertise on here. So if you got muted, you got muted. You know, sometimes I'm a little dense, so I may be wrong. It's okay. It's okay, puppy. It's okay. All right, let's see. Is this rising wedge going to work out here? It already broke through a little bit, but remember, I drew this before it even started. Like, I drew this all the way back here. I adjusted this one just to this line right here. I have not adjusted this one. Let's see if this rising wedge works out or if it's just bukkake. So, what's up, Debbie? What's going on? Angela, you still in here? Usually, Angela, you say hi. You didn't say hi. Oh, man. What's going on? Oh. Do 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 do. All right, let's go. Come on, SHPH. Break $6 again. Break on through. Ruby was one from a while ago. Ruby's starting to move a little bit. Needs more volume. Certainly. I wouldn't touch it until it breaks over, I'd say at least 1 million, 2 million. It bounced between 640 and 731 there a minute. $19 until market opens. So right now, with 19 minutes until market opens, I would not take a position in anything. I just sit here and watch the charts. Maybe go refill my coffee. Keep an eye on stuff. You know, SVRE. Keep an eye on that one. It's a 934,000 float. Its average volume is 35,000. Currently, it's at 8,000. So this is one I'd watch. Whoops, SVRE. This is one I'd keep an eye on. See if it wants to do something. Let's see. Vision Wave Saver 1 complete strategic transaction to advance RF defense platform, worth about 7 million. So there's a little bit of news there. Again, I'd run it through the trap detector on my website. See what it says. Keep an eye on it. Watch for volume to pump in. If it's only done 35,000 shares on average, the fact that it's already at 11,000 and it's pre-market, that's a good sign. The fact that it's under a million float, that's a good sign. So I'm going to go on. It's Israel company. No thanks. LOL. Debbie, good for you. Good for you. SVRE. How many times have we said it's a Chinese company? No thanks. A shit ton of times, right? And look at this right here. So trap detector says it's nuclear. This thing's nuclear. Here's SVRE on the trap detector. Says it got 100 out of 100. Why did it get 100 out of 100? Well, here's your top reasons. Registered direct offering language, May 15th. Recent 424B3 prospectus filed May 15th. Equity line, equity purchase agreement, 515. Pre-funded warrants mentioned, 515. Reverse split language, 515. Resell selling stockholder language, 515. Dirty, dirty, dirty. She's dirty girl, dirty girl. Man, my son messing with my music again. Punk. All right, here we go. Look at all these yeses, right? But still, in certain situations, we've seen nuclear before. We've seen this crap before, and we still played it. Okay. Currently, the volume's not there yet. Possibilities of this thing pumping are good. Possibilities of dumping are good. In this certain situation, let's go to 30-minute chart. We can see what it's been doing. Well, look at this one right here. Pumped and dumped even lower, way lower than it was right here. Look at that. 40 what is that? 403. So 403 that day in after hours it ran to 498. You can scalp in there. There's scalping opportunities. Not enough volume though. Well, that's why I keep saying you need more volume, because if you buy, let's say, 100 shares, 200 shares, sure, you'll probably be able to get out. But if you buy anything more, let's say you buy 1,000 shares, well, that's 1/17th right now. That's 1/17th right now. So that's hard to get out of. If you buy a shit ton of shares of something that like this and there's no volume, you're going to be holding those shares, or you're going to be trying to sell one by one by one by one. So keep that in mind when you're looking at stocks. That's very important. Okay. So I'd say keep an eye on that. You got to look at the average volume traded, and if the average volume and the current volume is 5x average volume, it's usually a good sign there's momentum in that stock. All right, let's see. SHPH. Is it a rising wedge? Well, I think so. I think so. I think it's a rising wedge. Remember, like I said, I drew these lines before any of this was here. I drew off of this one to this one right here. This one, literally, I drew to the next line right here. And look, it is a rising wedge. You got to angle it a little different just to make it more. Actually, what it could even be is it could be a channel. Could be a channel. Here it broke through a little bit, got beat up. Trying again. Needs to hold $6, 597. Breaks that again. Maybe it'll push back up. Maybe it'll get this 676. That's the next target. Oh, oh boy. CNVS needs to hold volume weighted average price. Right now it's in a consolidation state. So it pumped, dumped, pumped again, faded, and it's still holding above volume weighted average price. As you guys know, when it's above VWAP, that usually means that the bulls are in control. In that situation, CNVS currently looks like bulls and bears are bumping heads, and the algorithm, the algos, the fucktards are are basically trying to decide which direction to go, who to trap. We'll say who to trap. Who they're gonna make their liquidity. uh, yeah, there's certain creators that say liquidity, there's no such thing. Bullshit. There's certain people that say that, the hedge funds don't like trapping people. They're just trading in and out, in and out, in and out. Watch a couple movies. Get a little perspective on the situation. Watch a movie called Margin Call. Okay. Um, Dumb Money. It's a good movie. Now again, AMC GME thing did fuck up the market. All right, before market opens, they're going to do what they're doing right now to trap people. If it can break 311, that's a good sign. If it can break 327, that's even a better sign because it does have a gap at 365. Again, I wouldn't touch jack shit right now. Market opens in 11 minutes. If you can be fast enough in and out, that kind of thing, sure. Gonzo, thank you for the 3 roses. Look at that. Getting better every day. Come on, CNVS, let's go. Gotta go, gotta go. Come on, go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm tired. Man, I got lucky. I got so lucky. I uh I got a Smitty built 288. I'm sorry, 2883 extra large freaking rooftop tent. And those things go for like $1,600. I got it for $400. Let's go. CNVS push. Let's go. Get that gap. 350, 356. Come on. If you know, you know. Come on. Push it. 356. It hit 357 there. We're going for 365. It breaks that gap, fills it with that BBC. Fill the gap with that BBC. You got 473, your next gap after it hits this one. Remember what I told you about algorithms and their shit? Algos are fucking this right now. They're trapping bears. They're tracking bears. Trap, trap, trap. Fade, fade, fade. Rip. And if you drew yourself a trend line off of this, now I know I'm doing what I always make fun of other creators for doing. They talk after the fact. After the fact is draw yourself a trend line. Look at this. Whoops. Didn't want to move that. Look at this. You draw yourself a trend line right there. Look at it. Okay, resistance, 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 resistance. Uh-oh. Broke down, rode that, resistance, resistance, and finally came through. Boom, shakalaka. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That is not scientific. That is just goofing off, drawing trend lines, and them actually working out. Look at that. And we almost got 365. And this was alerted back here. Anybody catch it? Anybody get some money off of that? If you did, throw some fireballs in the chat. I know there's only 18 of you in here, but only 18 of you matter. So whoever's not in here, that's all right. They're missing out. Them lines, though, right? There we go. Let's see. Look where it bounced. Look where it bounced. You see that gray line that I'm on right now, 310? Look where it used, what it used. It used what it was using as resistance right here, as support. Let's see. SHPH broke through its little channel. It looks like it's fading sideways right now. Just like this one, if it holds volume weighted average price, we're good. If it doesn't, not so good. Thank you, Cree. Thank you for blocking the riffraff. Such a good song. Elias making money. Thanks. Nice, Elias. Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. Guys, hit the like, the follow, the share. Let's go. Let your boys be country. Come on, bounce. CNVS, bounce off that 310. Nope. Nope. So it breaks volume weighted average price, man. My son's got to quit fucking with me. My son's fucking with my music. Am I in anything, Debbie? So I'm not trading right now. I've literally not been trading since, I want to say, Thursday last week. And you hear it all maybe you should think about what you're gonna do if it don't work out. Yep. I started doing what I hate doing, and I started over trading. And trading wasn't fun for me anymore. It just became not so much fun. So, you know, you got to fix that. And I did. I fixed it. Yep. When it's not fun anymore, then, you know, it's not good. So then all you got to do is you got to reassess, see what's going on in your head, and you got to go from it. You got to go from there, which is what I did. I said, all right, I need a little bit of what I used to have, that excitement to trade, that fun, that, you know, even going on lives, it was just kind of getting like TikTok for me was really annoying. Okay. Because of all the crap they've been doing. Well, now, you know, this new this new live studio came out, so I'm giving it a shot. We'll see how it works. They seem to have made it a little bit easier. We'll see. Ah, market opens in 4 minutes, so be careful, guys. Remember, take your profits on the way up. Typically, your first target, you hit your first target, you take some profit. Take some profit, okay? And if market's open and you're able to set stop losses, once you're up and it hits your first target, to be safe and to be able to hold on to that money that you already earned and make it easy, set your stop loss at your take profit one. Okay, so after it hits and it gets above it, set your stop loss at take profit one. That way you never lose money on that crap. Unless it halts and it jumps your stop loss, which has happened to me plenty of times. But yeah. The name of the game is survive until you can catch a good runner. That's it. Survive until you can catch a good runner. Here you go. So that broke down there. So now this resistance right here is now going to become its support. So market open happens. If it comes down to here, maybe it'll bounce back up. If it doesn't, breaks volume weighted average price, breaks this trend line here. I mean, you see what it did at pre-market, right? Pumped and dumped real hard. And it just broke volume weighted average price, hit 292. Market opens in 2 minutes. Let's go, Mitchell, the Crusher. All right, guys. Enjoy your weekends. Be cautious. And, join Jrockstocks.com. Go to Jrockstocks.com. Once again, I haven't had people complain about it. I haven't had people say anything bad about it. Try it out for a month. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It is what it is. A lot of people tell me that it's changed their lives, and they're understanding it a little bit better. And again, trading is not easy. It's a tough racket. It's tough. It will break you. Hey, Gonzo, thank you. You have a great weekend as well. Appreciate you. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you all have the best weekend. Cree. Awesome. Here's Jrockstocks. If you don't know about it, read the reviews. They'll tell you a lot about it. Real live reviews with people that are in here currently, that are currently a part of the group or aren't a part of the group anymore. Here's the track record. Again, this is what will tell you how my Discord alerts are, how they do. Top runners right there. This is June 15th through June 18th. And you got how my predictions are on Webull. I got 77.68% accuracy. Here's my receipts for the previous week of trading on my watch list. So this is my watch list right here from last week. Okay, June 18th. It's 7 days. I give you 7 days of my previous picks on my watch list, just so you can check my receipts. Cree coming up on 2 years with you. Hey, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You've been with me for a long time. Mitchell, same. Mitchell's been with me for a long time as well. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. All right, so you go there. If you're new to trading, you start with the Learning Center. That's free. Members are free. You become a member, it's free. Okay, you want trap detector, day trade analyzer, you want that stuff, that's not free. You want Discord access, that's not free. You want the watch list. This is what the watch list looks like. Again, like I showed you on the track record, this is what it looks like. I'm not going to show you here. I'll show you June 22nd. This is what June 22nd looked like. Execution reminder, no view app reclaim, no volume, no trade. These are scalps, not love stories. Take profit one. Size down, let runners run, and let them prove themselves. All right, right here, TNON, entry, stop, take profit 1, 2, and 3. Now I started adding extended targets because some of them crush it. They run, they run, they run. All right, SAGT, NGX, NXGL, AZTR. Here you go, QTEX. These were good runners, but that's what it looks like. Gives you a little love story here. Tells you about the stock, what's going on, if there's anything I see that could possibly trigger some unhappy events in your life. But there you go. Okay, guys, market is open and have fun, make your money. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Came down to the trend line here. Is it going to hold that trend line or is it going to break down? We are going to see. All right. Always keep an eye on work sport. Work sport. That's one of the ones that I'm consistently holding. I'm waiting for it to break out. It broke out. What was it, yesterday? It hit $1.46 or something like that. That's not what I'm considering a breakout. In my opinion, a breakout would be it hitting $1.92, possibly even higher. I know there's a gap up there that wants to hit. It's got a lot of stuff going on. So, yeah. All right, guys. Also, remember, I stream on YouTube simultaneously with TikTok. So, if you guys want to go there as well, you can. If something's going on with TikTok and they block me for some reason, you can go over there. Also, on YouTube, there's no music. So, if you just want to hear me for the most part, that's what you get. All right. Camera's a little bit more zoomed in on YouTube. It's really like in my face. But all right, guys, have a great day. Have a great weekend. If you're on the Discord, I'll post some alerts and see where it goes. Peace out, guys. Love you. Peace. Bump, bump, bump. Where's the end on this thing? Jesus. This is new to me because it's a new thingy here. Do I just click that? Ah, there you go. Yeah, and live. I was on for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Peace. All right, YouTube, thanks for hanging out. Have a great day. Enjoy yourselves and hopefully you guys make some money. Hopefully you guys teed off on some of these that we called out like CNVS. Hopefully you made some money on SHPH. Yep, that was alerted nice and early there. Elias, glad you're making money, man. That's awesome. All right, peace out. Have a great day.